Dear student, here we study for the 10th standard Science and Technology Part 1. Unit is Gravitation. I am Saujapta Peses, Science teacher from the school, New English School, Engineer College, Kherdi Chinchagiri Sati. For 10th standard student, we have to study the gravitation unit. It is the first unit, and in this unit we already studied gravitational force, then centripetal force. The unit, the centripetal force, that means the force act on any object moving along the circle and it is directed towards the center of the circle. Then the gravitational force, also we know the force which act on the any two objects in the universe, and the concept force is it is the necessary quantity to change the speed as well as direction of the motion of an object. So we all are studying these types of the force. Now in this unit we have to study the Kepler's law. Planetary motion had been observed by the astronomers since the ancient times. Before Galileo, all observations of the planets' positions were made with the naked eyes. By the 16th century, a lot of data were available about the planetary positions and motions. Johannes Kepler studied these all data and he noticed the motion of the planets and follows the certain laws which are called the Kepler's law. First Kepler law stated that the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the sun is one of the foci. For study of this first law, the geometrical diagram ellipse we also know, and in this diagram ellipse is the orbit of the planet and there are two foci of the ellipse, and the sun is denoted by S. The sun is denoted at the one of the foci, and so this first law, once again I repeat them, the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the sun is one of the foci. So yes, sun is denoted at the place of the foci of the ellipse. Then this is the simple one of the first Kepler's law. Second, Kepler's law, the line joining the planet and the sun sweeps the equal areas in the equal intervals of the times. So second law, to understand the second law, once again we observe the diagram. In this diagram, ellipse is denoted and the orbit of a planet moving around the sun. So this is the orbit in which planets are moving around the sun. Sun is denoted by S, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, F are the positions of the planet. In the second law, AB and CD are the lines. AB and CD are the positions of the planet. Then the points A and C are denoted by B and D. So straight lines also denoted AS straight line, first position. Second, CS is the second straight line. And in this way, the planets are, from the Kepler's second law, the line joining the planets and the sun sweeps the equal areas in the equal intervals of the time. So the area ASB and the area CSD are sweeps the equal area in equal interval of the time. In this way, we explain the second Kepler's law. Then at the end point of this video, we study the Kepler's third law of the the square of the period of the revolution. Period of the revolution, which is denoted by, period is denoted by the T, and the around the sun is directly proportional to the cube of the mean distance of the planet from the sun. So the distance is denoted by the r. So we have to study the third law. The square of its period of the revolution around the sun is directly proportional to the cube of the mean distance of the planet from the sun. In this third law, the T is the period of revolution around the sun and r is the average distance. So third law is denoted by formula T square is directly proportional to r cube. T square is directly proportional to r cube. This is the formula representation of the Kepler's third law. Then we remove the proportional sign and we give it equal to sign. Then it is denoted by T square equal to r cube equal to k, and k is the constant. In this way, we study the Kepler's first, second and third law. At the point, Kepler obtained these laws simply from the study of the positions of the planets obtained by the regular observations, and he do not know the explanation to why the planets obey these three laws, but his laws have helped to for the Newton for the law of gravitation. In this way, we study the Kepler's three law in the unit gravitation.